Number 8's fast and pretty big.
Yeah, he's a good-looking dude.
Yeah. Played a couple different running backs.
Jeez.
Week 2 press conference. Coach, we'll start with you. Great win on the road, first of all. What are your takeaways from that as your team prepares to come home for the home opener against a pretty good North Alabama team?
Well, we're excited to have won the opener, and that's all you can do is win any week that you're in and be 1-0 that week, which we were last week. So happy to go on the road and beat a really good football team at their place. It's not lost on us that the 16 previous home openers were won by the home team there, and obviously it's a tough place to open the season, and I'm proud of our guys for going and getting that win. So with that, we've got to get back to work this week and improve. We've got a whole bunch of things. There's a laundry list of things we need to fix that we didn't do well enough, and it's a big week for us in terms of improvement and trying to correct all the different things we need to fix.
What stands out to you when you look at North Alabama?
Well, a couple things. One, just generally speaking, they just beat a team that beat us a year ago. We caught them on tape against Southern Utah last year. That was our only other real look at them, where they'd be kind of subconsciously getting watched. But it's not lost on us that we have to play a team that just beat Western Illinois, who got us last year.
Offensively, what do they like to do? I know their quarterback's a little bit smaller, but I know they have one running back that's got pretty good size.
Yeah, they've got 3 running backs that they'll use. Dante and I were just talking about them. They're all good players. The quarterback's a kid that we're familiar with because he's from Vegas, and we actually knew him when he was younger. He went to Green Valley High School, so we're familiar with him. They're athletic, as is the case, it seems, with all the teams from Alabama that we've encountered over the years coaching. I'm impressed with their win last weekend.
What stands out about their quarterback and how he runs their offense?
Well, we're a little early in the week to really give an assessment on that, but knowing who he is and some about him, he's a competitive guy. He loves to play. That's how he wound up all the way out in Alabama, from being kind of a West Coast guy. And he's a smart player. He does things right. He'll keep plays alive. He moves around the pocket really well. He's not afraid to send it downfield. He's got the ability to throw it down the field, as well as finding the check down, all those things. He's pretty patient in the pocket. So, he's a guy that's real comfortable in their offense, it appears to me, and he'll be hard to deal with.
Coach, this is a program that is still coming into the FCS, but as far as comparing them to other FCS schools, how much are they ready to be a competitive force kind of at this level?
Well, generally speaking, when teams move up, they've got some great athletes that, and I don't know their teams, so I may be speaking out of turn a bit, but some of the guys that you can get in Division II, you can't get in Division I, so they've got some residual effect from that, and they look very athletic on the team.
How do they compare physically to an FCS team?
Well, that's what they are.
Well, having been Division II and still having Division
Oh,
II
I don't know.
players,
They're big and fast. That's what they are. So they were. I thought Western Illinois a year ago was a pretty big physical team, and they got shoved around a little bit last weekend by these guys.
Seems like you really let Dalton turn it loose, especially from the second quarter on this past week. I mean, threw 52 times? Is that something that you want to keep doing? Is if Dalton's throwing the ball well, is it just going to be kind of a week-by-week basis?
Yeah, those statistics are skewed a little bit because half of those throws, I don't know what the number is, half those throws are run-pass option, and they got thrown. So, 25 of those could have been runs just as well. It's all based on how the defense is playing us.
You said that North Alabama has a couple good pass rushers. South Dakota obviously had that one defensive end that you like. How did you feel like the line did, against him and the Coyotes' defensive line, and maybe in preparation for this one?
Yeah, I liked South Dakota's D-line, particularly their ability to pass rush going into the game, and I thought our guys held up pretty well in protection.
Took a shot play opening play of the game. Is that something that you just wanted to show other teams on film, or is that something that you might plan on doing once or twice more this year?
Well, again, that's a week-to-week thing. It's all game plan, and part of that was the fact that we didn't know how they were going to play us up front. So if you're going to try to feel things out, you might as well let it rip down the field and see what happens.
The time of possession was something that resembled a lot of maybe a decade ago when you were here the first time around. How important is that to you, or does that matter to you?
Well, the fourth quarter was a thing of beauty. We had the ball for over 12 minutes, and I think we had it the last 6:38 or something. And, that's dominance in the fourth quarter if there ever was any. And, that's something that has been a point of emphasis, and hopefully we can continue to do that moving forward.
Dante, it seemed like you guys, especially in the game one, you guys tackled well, and it seemed like you guys didn't have really any missed assignments. Were kind of where you needed to be. How happy were you with the defensive effort, and how locked in do you guys feel to start the year?
Obviously happy with the big win and how we kind of competed when the ball got down the red zone and fourth downs and third downs. But after just watching the tape again, I'm sure Coach Halk will say the same. There's a ton of corrections, a ton of things that need to be improved before we take on a good team this weekend.
How about from your perspective, Dante, to go back to the time of possession when you made a couple big stops in the fourth quarter, but you only had to make a couple because that was the only times you were on the field for that quarter. How big is that for this team if you can do that?
It was awesome. The offense did a great job keeping the ball, moving the ball down the field, and scoring when we needed to. And it's a team game, and it was awesome to see how well the offense did, and the time of possession obviously helps the defense quite a bit. So.
Dalton, you seem to have a big smile on your face when I talked about letting it rip on the opening play of the game. Is that something, how long has that been in the works? How excited were you for that opening play?
I would say, once we get going on Thursday, of kind of getting in the role of what we want to open with, when we decided to make that move, and I was obviously fired up about it, being a quarterback, wanting to let it rip, so the opportunity presented itself, and we were able to get one down the field.
And then, especially from the second quarter on, it seems like you just kind of opened it up, and 430 yards, 4 combined scores, had a great week. What does that do for your confidence week one moving forward through the rest of the year?
I'd say as a whole, for the whole offense, our confidence is definitely through the roof. We performed really well in the field, I feel like. But just like Dante was saying, there's a lot of things we didn't do really well. So obviously want to get those cleaned up, and it's a huge, I want to say, confidence booster for the receivers too, because, you go back and look, probably 350 of those yards are off, like Coach was saying, run-pass options, where I'm just kicking it out to the receiver, and they're making guys miss, getting yards after catch. So that's a huge compliment to them and their ability to play on the outside.
And as far as, we talked all offseason how, everything's slowing down in the second year in the system with the receivers for the second year. Really seemed to show in week one. Do you kind of feel that?
I would say yes, absolutely. Everyone's getting more comfortable with the offense and the scheme and what Coach Rosie is trying to do. When he calls a play, we really understand why he's calling that play and where he's trying to attack the defense. And when that all comes together, the offense, usually does pretty well, and that kind of worked out for us this week.
When you're like in command of the offense, obviously you have a lot of options. You can hand it off or throw it. It kind of is on your decision making. Like, do you enjoy having that, like those decisions?
Absolutely. I think Coach Rosie and Coach Alec both put a lot of trust in me to make the right decision, which that's why I love playing this offense. Is it puts a lot of pressure on the quarterback, but at the same time, when they dial up plays, that they make the reads so incredibly easy for you. It's an awesome system to play in, to where you can just spread the ball around to whoever's open, really, or if they give you a light box, hand the ball off. So the offensive scheme is just awesome to play in.
Going off of that, how much do you kind of enjoy, like, kind of reading the other defense, and then, you know, kind of week to week, and you get different looks and stuff, and you get to kind of, like, you know, try to dissect it and attack them whichever way they're going to play you?
Right. For me, I feel like football is kind of like a chess match. You're really trying to – it's very strategic in the way of – I say that, but at the same time, it's kind of go where the defense isn't. And that was kind of what we did this past week. You know, they want to give us the short throws, we'll take the short throws. They want to give us the run, we'll take the run. So it all, like you're saying, it goes week by week. So we just look forward to attacking the defense where it's weak.
How excited?
Go ahead, Brent.
How excited are you guys to get back out and play at home after the way last season ended?
I don't know what it has to do with last season.
How excited are you to get back out and play on this field again?
Extremely. I know the whole team's fired up to come back here to Missoula and play in front of our
Time
our
out.
home
I'm
fans.
tired of hearing about last season. No more questions about last season. We're well into a new season, okay? All right, next question.
Third down, fourth downs were big in that last game.
Well,
what did you think about that?
third and fourth down are always big, and to be as good as we were on both sides of the ball on third down is going to lend itself to chance to win. And then, you know, we didn't go for it on fourth down at all, but the 3 out of 4 stops on fourth down when they went for it, I mean, those are turnovers, so those are big.
How about you guys? How you felt about those big plays when you had to make a play and the way the defense stepped up in those moments?
You know, it's awesome to be able to get the other team off the field and get our offense back on the field. So obviously it's a great feeling when you get the stop, and yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.